Hey guys, this is Brent with 247parts.com, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to install the John Deere home maintenance kit on this John Deere Z365R. So let's get started. So real quick, let's go over what all comes in the kit and what tools we're going to need to do this install. Now you'll notice there are a lot less tools here than some of the other mowers because we do have that easy change oil system, so we won't be needing such things as the funnel, the drain pan, or even the filter wrenches. So within the kit here, we've got our easy change oil system, air filter, 2 spark plugs, and a fuel filter. Now as you see here, tools wise, what we've got is a pair of pliers to help change that fuel filter. Then we've got our ratchet and 5/8 spark plug socket here to change those spark plugs. But before we change those, we need to make sure and check the gap. So we have our spark plug gap gauge. So let's get to changing these filters. So first up, let's start with replacing the air filter. So right here on the top of your engine, right where your sticker with your engine information is going to be 2 hand screws. We're just going to simply loosen those up. Pop that cover off. Pull out and up on our old filter, and then go right back in with our new filter, making sure to pop that down into place, and then go right back on with our cover and screw that down. Next here we'll do our fuel filter. This is a very easy change. If you'll notice here on the filter, we have a clip on the top side and a clip on the bottom side. So first thing we're going to do is take our pliers and loosen these clips down the hose, and on this side we'll take it up the hose just like that. And then now, next thing we need to do is make sure we check our arrow to see where our fuel is flowing. So that way when we go on with the new filter, we make sure that the arrow on it is going in the same direction. So we want to make sure that our fuel is flowing to the engine. So the top of our arrow should always be going towards the hose that's going to the engine, and the bottom of our arrow should always be going to the tank. Alright, so once you have that old filter off, grab our new one here, make sure our arrows are going the right direction. Slide that up and on there, and then connect our bottom hose, making sure that we get those hoses all the way up onto the base of these filters to make sure they are connected. Alright, and then lastly we'll just put our clips back into place here. Next, let's change our easy change oil system here, guys, and I'll show you truly how easy this is. Now, if you have a brand new machine like this one is here, where we're doing the service for the first time, you may have a zip tie here holding this filter into place. Don't worry too much about that, just cut that loose. That is going to be for shipping purposes there, so we can take that off just like that. And then now you're ready to do the change, and guys, it's literally as easy as turning this into that unlock position, taking your old filter off, getting your new one out here, pulling that cap off, finding your arrow here on the filter, lining it up into that unlock position, and then just tightening down into the lock, and boom, your oil change is done. That's all it takes on this easy change oil system. That simple, literally takes 30 seconds. Last but not least, we'll be changing our spark plugs. Now keep in mind that the 365R is a V-twin engine, so you do have 2 spark plugs. I'm going to be showing the one over here on the right hand side, but just make sure that you follow this same process over on the left hand side when you're doing this change. So first we're going to pull our cap off here, just like that. And before we go on with our new spark plug, we need to make sure and use our gap gauge and check out to make sure that these do meet spec. So what you do is you just put this in between your top electrode and your middle pin here, starting at our smallest end on the gap gauge, and then you work it around until you start to feel that resistance. Whereas we should be feeling this right about here at the 0.030. And then you know that your spark plugs are good to go. Now this can change depending on machine, so make sure you're checking your operator manual to make sure what gap gauge you need. Next, we'll take our spark plug socket here, get onto that plug, loosen it up, Once you get that loose, you should be able to take it out the rest of the way by hand. And once we have that loose, go in with our new plug here. And we're going to start this by hand until we feel it make contact up against the engine. Once we've got that tight and got that up against the side of the engine, we're going to go back on with our spark plug socket here and give this somewhere between 1/4 to 1/2 a turn. We don't want these too tight, but we do want them tight enough that they will stay in place. Give it about 1/4 turn there. Take that off, go back on with our cap. Make sure that clicks into place, and then just make sure to do the same thing on the other side. All right, guys, so that's all it takes to do this install. Very simple, quick, something you can definitely do at home. So I hope you liked this video, and if you did, I'd ask that you'd hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel, as that helps us out as well. And also, guys, if you're looking into doing this maintenance on your mower, I'll leave a couple of links in the description below. One to 247parts.com, where you can check out our full entire parts inventory, and also a link to this kit specifically for this mower. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, make sure to go buy your parts right here and subscribe right here.